Good evening, everybody. In collaboration with the Slovenian Film Center and Slovenian Film Archives, the Slovenian Cinematheque is proud to present the world premiere of 7 digitally restored Slovenian classic short films. The program highlights important filmmakers from the history of Slovenian cinema and, in particular, the explosive creativity of their film expression, which without exception integrates formal and narrative experiments. The historical overview starts with Frances Stiglitz' Mladina gradi, Youth Builds from 1946, an internationally acclaimed documentary on the building of socialism after liberation, and then continues with Bizoviške perice, Laundress from Bizovik from 1959, a film reportage on countryside laundresses by Jože Bevc, followed by Barva spomina, The Color of Memory from 1967, a portrayal of painter Jože Spacal and his art directed by Jože Babič and Giorgio Šestan, followed by Gratinirani možgani Pupilje Ferkeverk, Fried Brain of Pupilja Ferkeverk from 1970s, an exquisite experimental short calling for freedom of expression by renewed DOP and film director Karpo Godina, followed by Slavica Exception, Slavica Exceptional from 1971, a documentary portrait of a professional stripper by Mako Sajko, and then Cukrarna from 1972 by Jože Pogačnik, his homage to an old building and its inhabitants with a glorious past and tragic present. And finally, Zvonko Čoh's Poljubi mehka meredirka, Kiss Me Gentle Rubber from 1984, a milestone in Slovenian artistic animated film. Thanks to a season of classic films, an initiative of the Association des Cinémathèques Européennes with financial support of the Creative Europe Media Program, the 7 short films in the program have been digitized by the post-production company Iridium Film and digitally restored under the guidance and supervision of an expert group led by the Slovenian Cinematheque. The premiere is scheduled on June 22nd, live at the Silvan Furlan Hall of the Slovenian Cinematheque in Ljubljana. Between the 23rd and 27th of June, the films will be accessible online through the Slovenian Film Database BSF platform. In the case of all films but one, the original camera negative was preserved and was used as the source material for image restoration. For the film Mladina gradi, the interpositive was used as only the second roll of camera negative remains preserved. For sound, the sound negatives were digitized and digitally cleaned. For the majority of the films, the aim of the restoration was to preserve the characteristics of the film image, respecting the artistic decisions of the filmmakers, as seen on the chosen distribution copy of their time of the film premiere. In the case of Poljubi mehka meredirka and Slavica Exception, we were also able to collaborate with the film's directors, who provided invaluable information on the decision taken during the production of these films. In the case of the animated film Poljubi mehka meredirka, the Slovenian Cinematheque holds the original drawings from the film's production, so we were able to analyze these materials and get a better idea of the process and techniques used during the production of the film. Although the film is entirely drawn with a pencil on a white paper, thus producing a black and white image, the hand-drawn sequences were photographed on a color film, as the time the producers did not have a chance to process black and white film. Because of the graphite's property to reflect light at certain angles, as well as transparent foils that had been used during the process of the film's production, the decision to photograph the film on color film stock produced an unwanted side effect where certain elements of the film's image appear colorized. Because we had the rare opportunity to work with the film's author, the decision was taken not to preserve these originally unwanted color anomalies and convert the image into black and white while simulating the desired sepia tone as the author had originally envisioned and always intended. The project therefore produced a new, remastered, director's-approved version of the film. The meticulous work of cleaning Mladina gradi off scratches and various debris proved to be challenging. Because of the source material had shrunk considerably, the sprocketless scanner had to be used to avoid film wrapping during scanning. The film was shot using old cameras which had seen action in the Second World War, and because of this, the footage of the film is incredibly unstable. The source material was scanned with a technique called overscan, where an area greater than the film's image is scanned and sprocket holes can be used as anchor points to help stabilize the image. All digital files produced during the process of restoration, including the 4K unprocessed scans of the films, are kept on LTO6 tapes, ensuring the state of the film as it was at all the time of digitization remains preserved in digital form. Thank you very much for being with us, and enjoy the film program following soon.